zones at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And off we go from Denver. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Take go.
The first carry now. This is Williams. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Javonte Williams. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 70 yards. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, May. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with May. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We're moving right to veteran and continue from there.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. 6-0 our score after 1. Two yards still to go. Third down now.
Let's go now. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. May. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. From the shotgun, May with it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Keyshawn Butte from 3 yards out. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Seven Pirates. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check go.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got him in, complete. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10, down at the 33.
For a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
19 Lion. Ready.
Nix to the air. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 33 yards. And the Broncos have regained the lead. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go.
Here's May. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Go.
And they go play action with May. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't fourth and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
19 tight. Get up. Cut 19. Cut 19. Get up.
To throw, it's May. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. To the air, May. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check go.
Back to throw again. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. On the move to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's May. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now it's Nix. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
60 Bison.
Throwing Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Pioneer.
To throw is Nix. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Check go.
Nix to throw again. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Gets this complete to Butte. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
They'll run with Gibson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And now an audible here into something else. Gibson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check. Go.
Throwing here is May. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hawk 70.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nice little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
That's good.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down, goal to go. Here's Nix once more. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A gain of a yard.
They run. It's Williams. this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of
Hey, GG's, bro. GG's, bro. GG's.
That band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with